All right, good afternoon. So I'm going to tell you a little bit today, kind of give you an overview of ways that the institute I work for is engaging with some of the societal dimensions of genome editing, and ways that we're drawing on different groups to inform the work that we're doing. So I work for the Innovative Genomics Institute. We're located in California in the US. We're an academic partnership between the University of California at Berkeley and the University of California in San Francisco. And we were founded by Jennifer Doudna, who's one of the co-inventors of CRISPR gene editing technology. And she founded our institute to kind of advance the technology and apply it to real-world challenges. So in setting up this institute, we created these 5 program areas. And we really wanted to look at a very large variety of different kinds of applications and create a situation where all of these applications are informing and talking to each other. And one of the things we did was we set up a society research program that stands alongside our 4 other life science research programs. And this is research that we're funding in areas such as ethics, law and regulation, social sciences, communications, and economics. So in 2017, we put out a call for proposals under this society research program area. And these are the 3 projects that we've funded. So just quickly to overview, the first one is looking at issues in biomedicine. So this is a team of ethicists with expertise in public health and law, as well as bioethics. And they are examining the current regulatory frameworks around genome editing therapies to look at it from kind of an ethical perspective, what challenges are there, how could it be better, and they're also reflecting on what kinds of issues there might be with new genome editing therapies for informed consent, because there's a lot of challenges with people coming in with a lot of hope, a lot of expectation, and what do they need to be able to understand to really be able to give truly informed consent. And then the next 2 projects are in agriculture. The middle one is a team of economic and environmental science and policy management team. And they're looking at assessing a variety of impacts of genome editing in crops from an economic and a social and environmental perspective. And they're trying to come up with new ways of doing these assessments. And they're actually working with some of our researchers in our agriculture program and looking at some of the actual projects that we're doing there to assess the impacts of those crops that they're working on. And then the last one is a stakeholder assessment in genome editing crops in the US. And they're doing a variety of focus groups as well as in-depth interviews and polls. And they're looking at different groups, including policymakers, the general public, farmers, and biologists. And they're trying to examine what kinds of different framings and what kinds of associations are people bringing right now to genome editing in crops. And the idea is that by understanding how people are thinking about these, we can better engage and better inform the kinds of discussions that we have. So those are some of the research projects that we have, but we've also started thinking about ways that we can expand on integrating these ideas of thinking about the societal dimensions of the work that we're doing. So this is a group that we founded called the Berkeley Ethics Regulation Group for Innovative Technologies. And it's housed in the Innovative Genomics Institute, but it's open to anybody on any of the campuses nearby, as well as we have people that join remotely from institutes across the US. And the goal is to create a forum where we can bring life scientists together with ethicists, social scientists, people in science and technology studies, economists, all of the things to discuss issues in genome editing and related technologies as well. So there's a lot that we can learn from things like AI and other issues that we've had in genomics in the past. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about is this one other mechanism that we've come up with to bring new lenses to the work that we're doing. And this is an artist residency program that we founded in collaboration with a residency program that already existed down the street from us, actually, which we just coincidentally met through one of our leadership, knew the director of that. And we formed this collaboration to bring in artists into the lab, so they got to interact with the genome editing technology as well as our researchers, and create works that reflected not only on the technology to represent it, but also on battling and thinking about the different societal implications. So this is just a quick snapshot of the work in progress. It's not done, they're still working on it, but we have on the far left a team that's creating this loom that is examining the intersection between genome editing, machine learning, and automation. In the middle, we have somebody that's using CRISPR-edited crops to look at how traditional papermaking, traditional methods in Asian papermaking meet new crops. And on the right, we have somebody that's doing a storyline for genome editing therapies and looking at speculative fictions, and a painting inspired by genome editing. So going forward, we're looking at more ways to do this, more ways to pull in voices and influence the work that we're doing. Thank you.